Let me go across to Mr. N. Ram. Mr. Ram, thank you so much for joining us on the program. Let me begin by asking you about Tamil Nadu. It's a three-way contest. This time, ADMK and BJP are not together. How does this affect things for all the political parties? DMK has stuck to its allies. ADMK and BJP fighting separately. How does this change things? Who benefits?
I think the DMK clearly benefits because, as you say, as you implied, it got, the arrangement it came to with its allies. It was very smooth. There were no hassles there. They've been working together. They've been campaigning effectively, and I think it looks like a sweep for the DMK-led alliance. The BJP, in seats where its heavyweights, the so-called heavyweights, are contesting, it's very weak. Its hope is really vested in its allies, in particular the PMK and one or two independents, and that's what it is. But the AIDMK is a serious opposition, and I think it's to the credit of EPS that he's been able to mobilize his forces together and also fight separately. But it does look like a complete sweep for the DMK-led alliance as of now, and because the arithmetic factor is overwhelmingly in favor of the DMK-led alliance. So I'd expect them to sweep the Tamil Nadu Lok Sabha elections.
Right. Now, some of the factors that the BJP has focused on in different parts of the country, they have targeted the Congress, the DMK for corruption. They have focused on how they have been able to achieve whatever they promised in the terms of development schemes, building the Ram Temple, the Hindutva agenda, so to say. So if we speak about the Ram Temple, how much do you think this is something that could help the BJP across the country, especially the Hindi heartland, Mr. Ram?
I think they've really center staged the Ram Temple, and clearly, in my opinion, in violation of the Model Code of Conduct and possibly some sections of the IPC, including Prime Minister Narendra Modi. And I think the complaint has gone to the Election Commission, and we don't know what the response is. So far, virtually nothing. It's maintained its silence. These are serious issues that have to be resolved at the level of the Election Commission and thereafter, perhaps in courts of law. But yes, that's true. But in Tamil Nadu, I think this has no resonance. The Ram Temple, maybe a very small section, but they see it as a very political thing. And I think in the whole South, I think the effect is minimal. And certainly in Tamil Nadu, it's below the threshold for the BJP. The BJP is on a very weak wicket in Tamil Nadu, and it's really banking on this or that ally in one or two seats. So I don't think it's got...
Right. I'd like to ask you...
Yes.
Yeah, this time they're counting a lot on their new BJP president, K. Annamalai. How do you think he could really change things around for the BJP? And one of our panelists was saying earlier, Karthik Batra, he's with us on the program, that BJP is playing a long-term game. And I think whatever little they can gain in terms of seats in Tamil Nadu helps them in the long-term plan. Where do you see Annamalai in all of that, Mr. N. Ram?
Well, let me be as careful as I can. Mr. Annamalai has really gone over the top on many issues, for example, with the media and so on. And Annamalai has zero chance in Coimbatore. He'll be lucky. I don't think there's a good chance he'll win the number third in that three-cornered fight in the Coimbatore Lok Sabha constituency. And another minister in Nilgiri is a guaranteed loser, Mr. Murugan. But Annamalai himself, he makes a lot of noise. He tries to get some publicity, but frequently going over the top. And I don't think it helps his party's cause because he comes out as an extremist voice within the BJP in Tamil Nadu. I think some of the other BJP leaders have been more cautious or more moderate in their statements. With Mr. Annamalai, I think his whole pitch is to make the maximum noise and to make outrageous statements, which he hopes some of it, you throw spaghetti at the wall. and you hope that some of it sticks. But I don't think it's going to stick in Tamil Nadu.
Okay. Mr. Annamalai, one final question before we let you go. On a national basis, the BJP is looking to increase its tally with the NDA to 400 plus. They'll have to enter constituencies which they haven't won before. How well do you think BJP can perform with the NDA allies in some of these battlegrounds which it has not historically won in the past, or not in 2019 for that matter? Again, and I'm talking about a national picture now.
I think it's a more contested election this time. It's true that a lot of pundits are expecting the BJP to return to power, but I don't think those numbers are going to be realized. And the alliances that are struck, other than Andhra Pradesh, where it's got the TDP on board, I don't think it's going to make a huge difference. And certainly that number will not be reached, 400, the target. There are different versions of what's happening, and I don't want to speculate on them, except to say that this looks beyond reach.
All right, we'll leave it there. Thank you very much, Mr. Annamalai, for joining us on the program. With that, it's a wrap on this edition of Election Exchange. More news and updates continue on the other side.